So obviously the keystone of our water conservation efforts really is the processing plant. That allows us to, like I said before, reclaim 60,000 gallons of fresh water every day, which that's a lot of water. So that's really the keystone. But when you look at our dairy facilities in general, we recapture almost every drop of rainwater that falls on our facilities. We're going as far as waterless urinals. We're looking at things like smart cow cooling systems, where we want to be leaders in terms of animal welfare and productivity, but we want to be leaders in animal welfare and productivity in as an efficient way as we possibly can. So we work with groups out of Kansas State, their research and extension branches, to evaluate new technologies as to maybe it's electronic eyes or timers or whatever we can do to try to reduce the amount of fresh water that we pull from our well. Is it's a great thing for not only the state, but we think long and hard about, will this be here 20 years from now for our kids or for our grandkids, or just the communities in general? How can we preserve what we've put together for the long term? And pretty tough to do anything without water, So this year, what we're going to roll out, we've basically handed over the tillage and the farming management to a local farmer who's he's an advocate of water conservation and water use reduction. So we're shifting towards more intelligent pivot systems, no-till, cover crops, or crops that are less water intensive, like sorghum, trying to take the finite resources that we have and make them as productive and as efficient as possible. We have a benefit here because we do reclaim essentially every drop of water that falls on our facility, that we can supplement a low water right pivot with irrigation water, that sort of thing. So there is some additional benefits that come from our facilities in terms of cropping practices, but ultimately at the end of the day, we prefer to have a whole lot less water in there if we didn't have to have it in there. Because of the planting dates, we don't have any cover crops in rotation right now. Historically, what we've done is we've rotated things like triticale in to use as a winter cover crop and harvested that in the spring. But the biggest focus that we have on tillage practices is to just disturb the soil less. Where we came from in northeastern Pennsylvania, no-till at the time was unheard of. Buffer strips were important and that sort of thing. We all lived right on a stream or on a river, so you had to try to control erosion and silting and that sort of thing. But no-till was relatively unheard of. And right or wrong, that mentality has followed us 15 years later and 1,500 miles west, probably not to our benefit. So we had to do things differently. We knew that, and we recognized that we probably weren't the best people to manage that. So we formed this collaboration with this farmer, and we're really excited to see where it takes us. We're excited about collaborating with people that we can build something together